Okay. Just got to encourage Gutter twice. Okay. I'm sure I can manage that. I feel like I've encouraged him in the past, but then I've not done it twice, maybe? I don't know. Reckon we'll get to Chocobo Eater today. No, I don't think so. Because we're not cutscene skipping and stuff. It's going to be a bit of a long playthrough, but we're not in a rush. We're just chilling. We're streaming.
This would be dock number 2. All the way from Killica, it's the Killica Beasts. High Summoner O'Holland used to play for them. A big name to live up to. Their hometown was recently attacked by Sin. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Yes, indeed. Apparently almost 300 viewers, but only 140 likes so far. Let's try to pump up those numbers.
Exciting, isn't it, folks? Our next team off the ramp is...
Well. If it isn't the Bassailrax.
They're a living, breathing, statistical impossibility. I've never seen a team...
This is just so disrespectful. I don't care how bad they are. You can't do that.
They've never made it past the first round.
You cannot do that. That's just so wrong.
Only a few die-hard fans are in the audience.
Absolutely wrecked.
Best of luck to them and a safe journey back to
This is why I'm saying, like, them beating the goers in the finals has to feel like a real achievement. They can't just, like, give it to them as a result of the story, for me at least. Like, you can't set up a team as being this bad and then just kind of make everything work in their favor, and it'd be almost impossible to lose to the goers. It just wouldn't be right.
They've got speed, they've got teamwork. They're an all-round first-class team.
But yeah, they did my Aurochs wrong. We got to teach them a lesson for that. Need to win. You know what? Maybe I will save Scum. Maybe I will.
And after the way they dominated
Maybe I
last
will.
year, it'd take a miracle for them to lose today.
You can say that again, Jimmy. Look at the crowd, folks. Look at the crowd.
They've got punchable faces, they do.
Looks like all of Luca has turned out to cheer the goers on. They know, I know,
And you know, folks.
the Luca goers are number 1.
Get Danto to be the scorer for a change. I mean,
like this every year, yeah?
in the finals, I think that's a bit hard against the Luca goers. It's like, win by any means necessary. I love what Titus does here.
Stop right there, goers.
It's ridiculous, but, like, after all of this disrespect,
Now, but not for long.
someone's got to stand up against this.
Cause this year, us Aurochs are taking the cup.
That manic laugh as well afterwards.
What in Yevan's name
What you doing up there?
We sure stood out, though. We were on the sphere. We were. Maester Micah is here.
Already?
I have a question. What do you think of Auron's appearance in Kingdom Hearts 2? I haven't played Kingdom Hearts, so I can't comment
Maester
on that
Micah
one.
has arrived.
But I always thought it was cool that some of the Final Fantasy X cast appears in
Maester
Kingdom
Micah
Hearts 2.
is the leader of all the peoples of Spira.
It's so cringe,
He's
but you gotta
come
love
all
it.
the
Exactly.
way from Bavel. The tournament is being held to honor his
Gotta let the
50
cringe go
years as
sometimes.
Maester.
Just gotta enjoy.
50 years? Shouldn't he be retired by now?
Hey, mind your mouth now.
That foreshadowing.
Let's all go see him.
Titus was onto it from the start. Now, again, with this stuff, like, there was always these little chests here and there, so I'll have a look around. I don't think they're super essential for me to get this run, but I'll have a general look. Let's just progress things first. He should have been sent into retirement. Agreed.
Can't see a thing.
Yeah, one does have an HP sphere, that's true. That would be our second. I've never won a Blitzball game. That always makes me chuckle. Sit down, you cocky git, you're gonna lose. I mean, to be fair, Titus has won a lot of Blitzball games, so I can understand his position a little bit. The greatest hair in Final Fantasy history.
Guado, right?
Yeah, I think the hair's insane.
Who could it be?
In like a cool way.
Isn't that Maester Seymour?
It's just the right kind of ridiculousness that you know and love from Final Fantasy games. Look at that. What a specimen. Have you thought about allowing bonus stat spheres if challenge becomes too tough? Yeah, like I say, potentially. For now I haven't used any, but I think I could. Gonna try to not use stuff like special spheres and skill spheres and stuff.
People of spirit.
Basically trying to not teach people abilities that aren't in their own sphere grid portion.
Rise, Maester Seymour, and all of you as well. I present to you the son of Maester Giskel Guado, who departed for the far plain a fortnight past. As some of you already know, he has been officially ordained a Maester of Yevon.
In your opinion, which boss is the hardest to beat?
I am Seymour Guado.
Probably
I am
still
honored to receive the title of Maester. In life, my father just
Yunalesca,
foster
Lux,
friendship between man
and Braskus finally on, probably for a first timer that's playing without a guide.
Carry on his legacy,
And Spectral
fulfill
Keeper,
my
I think, is
duties as
underrated
Maester
in
to
terms
the
of
best
difficulty.
of my
Spectral
abilities.
Keeper's tough. That counterattack is just brutal. It's very hard.
You too. Bow your head.
Seymour's hair wax provided if you're raking in the girl. Yeah. He definitely needs the most wax / gel of the cast. My sister and I got stuck on Yunalesca for days.
Sets
Yeah.
you up, yeah?
Understandable, man.
All right,
Obviously,
last meeting before the match.
everyone's kind of
So,
setup is different. Yunalesca is one of those where, like, once you know what to expect, you can obviously trivialize a lot of aspects as you can with many a boss in Final Fantasy X and more, many Final Fantasies. But Yunalesca is one that could be relatively hard to prepare for and know what to expect on a first run. She's just so different compared to a lot of the bosses that you fight before that. I just did a quick story run of the game with no grinding, and Brassus Fine Leon felt impossible. Yeah, he's
Let the
very
matchup
tough.
draws.
We had to play the Goers in the first match last year.
The year before that, and the one before that too.
Why is Seymour so
well, we
veiny?
would have lost to anyone either.
I think is let's put that down to like the Guado and human crossover genes. It's got a bit more
We're
don't know.
playing the Albert
unique
Sykes first.
physical
If
traits.
we win, we're in the finals. That's right. We got seeded.
We got
2
seeded.
wins, and we're the champions. First things first. Let's go over the basics again, boys.
That's like the basics of the basics. Yeah, if you guys have never seen the All-Star Blitzball streams and content, you should definitely check those out if you like Blitzball. I basically set myself up with a challenge to try and defeat like the most difficult team I could play against in Blitzball, and it was a lot of fun. They were very tough to beat.
There you are. Someone said they saw Sir Auron in a cafe.
Auron?
Yes, Sir Auron. Let's go find him.
Hey! Hey! The game starts like real soon.
I love that.
Come
Hey!
back quick, yeah?
He's so concerned. He's like, look, we
Hey,
got
I'll be
seeded.
back.
This is our chance to win. What
Yeah,
the hell are
okay.
you doing? Like our star player. I get it, man.
Hey, Waka. You're stiff, man. No, not your face. Just breathe out. Relax.
Okay.
Like this.
This little
Just breathe.
bit is just great. He's like seeing the glory. He's like, this is our chance, man. After like 23 years, we got this random guy
Maybe now we can find
from
Sir
God knows
Jack.
where who's super talented, and we got seeded. We got to win
How?
now. Like, it's not the time to leave.
Sir Auron was also my father's guardian. So, he might know where Sir Jekt is. Let's go now.
It
Or-
didn't even
Auron
occur
in
to
there
me to
sipping
think
his
that
latte.
the Auron Yuna was talking about, and the one that I knew from Xanarkand could be two different people. I don't know why, but I knew it was the same guy. I knew it was the same Auron.
So question is, if Auron did go to like a coffee shop or something, what type of coffee does Auron drink? Auron strikes me as a coffee drinker anyway. But what type of coffee would he drink? That's the question. Yeah, yeah. I had an answer in my head, and I just wanted to see what the chat said first before I said anything. So responses are black coffee, espresso, black, no sugar, black coffee, orange drinks, blank coffee with a splash of milk. Okay, black, orange drinks, black, nothing in it, no sugar. Yeah, I think there's a consensus here for what they expect Auron to drink. That makes sense.
Oh. And as for the first game,
hey Artemis, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, indeed, lots of new names, but lots of OGs as well. I'm going to be controversial and say pumpkin spice latte. There you go. Okay, is there a? I always forget if there was a chest here or not. Yeah, there was. I take it back, Auron chews coffee beans. Can Unsent even drink? Yeah, I guess when he drinks like whatever's in his like hip flask thing. It says Nog on there, but when you watch like the Tornado Overdrive, I'm not so sure it's Nog, but... yeah, I'm pretty sure he could. I mean, he gets tired. Maybe he's lying, but, you know, when he says he felt tired before Chocobo Eater. What did you say? Okay, so we can't buy anything from here. Let me just do a quick lap round before we continue. Auron snorts his coffee ground with a splash of firefly sugar. Firefly sugar. There's lots of these little, like, bits here. Yeah, this is the one that I think had a HP sphere. Or was it Gil? It's either the HP sphere or it's the Gil. There it is, yeah. Excellent. So as I say, for now, I think I won't use them. We'll see. But I do think by the time we get towards the end of people's grids and stuff, and we're facing like some of the hardest story bosses, like by the time we get to Gagazette and stuff, then maybe we'll start to see some truly challenging stuff. I mean, it might happen before that too, but might come a time when like 2 or 3 HP spheres could definitely make a difference. Yeah, I don't think that they really ever tell you too much about exactly how it works to be an Unsent in terms of like their physical form. Like, we know they obviously have a physical form, but again, like, do they still basically feel hunger? Do they have exactly the same bodily functions as someone else would? I don't know. There's definitely a lot of unanswered questions about what it means to be an Unsent and how that actually works. Looking around. Okay, Owaka's here. I actually appreciate that the game never dwells too much on those questions. Yeah, I mean, it's never bothered me. It's one of those just, it's interesting to think about. As opposed to like, oh, because they didn't explain all of this stuff in great detail that it's crap or it doesn't work. But for stuff like the Ultimania, let's say, I would have liked there to have for that lore to have kind of been available for the really like nerdy people that want to research everything. I think it would have been interesting to read. But I don't think the Ultimanias have too much specifically about the Unsent and those questions.
But I'm always active for business.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit worried at only having 12 potions, but
The people here are so into the game they don't even look at what they're buying. Gotta love Blitz, eh?
Yeah, so the weapon usually here is obviously the stunning steel, and I feel like that's probably a good one to get. But other than that, because we've not been deliberately running around farming gil, we don't really have too much else. This would have helped against the Blitzerator as well, but we don't really have much here. I guess I could sell this one. I already have an Ice Strike plus sensor. But yeah, it's not going to be enough to buy anything more, so I think we're just going to have to move on. So normally this is a good little farming area because of the potions and stuff you can get. I think X potions is a rare drop and that kind of thing, but we're not gonna worry too much about that. We're gonna try and keep pushing and see if we can beat Blitzerator. Hey Sammy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I think Rule Breaker gets dropped pretty frequently. I think Poison Touch, like it's nice, but you can probably live without it. A Blitzerator with the crane is a total joke boss anyway. Yeah, maybe we'll try and beat it without the crane. We'll see. I mean, we beat it in attack only, right? Without using the crane, so it should be fine. What's the radius of ascending? Do better summoners have a larger radius? I have to imagine yes. Like that kind of stuff is very like not explained, but you have to, I think, just use a bit of common sense and use the lore of the game. It always feels to me like it's a bit of a battle of wills. So like the summoner obviously is trying to do something, but obviously you always wonder, like, you know, when Yuna's doing these, trying to do these sendings, what about Auron? Clearly Auron's able to resist it, and Yuna's not actually trying to send Auron because either she doesn't know, or after she knows, she's still not trying to send him. And so I think it's a bit of a battle of wills, and so if someone resists strongly enough, it's probably very hard for a newbie summoner to actually send them. And vice versa, I guess very powerful summoners can basically send anyone they want. So yeah, I have to imagine it's some kind of power struggle between the summoner and the unsent. And yeah, probably the closer you are, the more indirect focus you are of the summoner performing the sending, the more likely you are to kind of get hit by the sending.
Not like that. This.
Because I don't think it's just as simple as, you know, saying some kind of incantation or doing some kind of dance. Like there has to be some, like, you know, more willpower, cognitive element to it to actually make it a bit of an art form and something that people actually have to learn and master.
Then I'll come running, okay?
Doesn't she send Micah against his will? I can't. No, doesn't Micah just basically decide to leave of his own accord?
Yes, sir.
I think he just says like there's no hope left, and he just basically vanishes himself, I think. Yeah, pretty sure Micah just leaves on his own. Micah says, screw you guys, I'm out of here. Exactly.
Whoa. This is
Micah says, ascending so soon?
Luca
Don't worry, I'll just send myself.
Largest city in Spira.
I thought every town, you know, like
Micah, like, I'm going to go become a snail in the underground now. Bye. Final Fantasy X-2 reference. Via Infinito reference.
Because when a lot of people start to gather...
Sin? What about Luca?
It sounds like there's definitely some people that are not feeling too well that have tuned in. Thanks for spending your day at home with me.
The Crusaders
it's just that time of the year. Last week I basically couldn't record for most of the week because I had a sore throat. It took a while for it to clear up. I've only just pretty much recovered from it and back to kind of normal operations. But just that time of year, a lot of bugs going around.
Talk about pressure.
Stay safe, stay healthy, everybody.
That's right. Is Xanarkand like this too?
Do we know what the population of Spira is? It seems so small. I think it is a small population. Honestly, I have no idea. I have to imagine it's in like the... I don't know. I don't think there's more than like 1 million people in Spira.
They must be so
It feels to me like
tall.
it's a very like
Don't you ever get
small
dizzy?
population relative to the size of a world, basically. But obviously, I also
Let's go
always
find
imagine that what
Sir
they show you versus what is actually like, you know, a place like Luca. I don't think it literally has like 2,000 people. I think it must have way more than that, boys. They can only show you so much. So, yeah. I think there's some chests and stuff around. Jan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Fenridge AK as well. Thank you for joining in for this live stream. Bavel looks huge in the cutscenes. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's definitely a city.
The tournament's about to start.
I'm looking for someone.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. There aren't many people here.
Everyone's either at the stadium or watching the game on the Sphere. They love their Blitzball.
Aren't you gonna watch?
Yeah, this is a scene that probably not that many people trigger.
Couriers. They're late. Want to ditch the courier and go watch
Zack
the
Attack, welcome to the stream.
But we're still on duty. What about the mission, sir?
See what I mean? We might be a little late, but we will go watch you play.
You better be winning when we get there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got to do it for Luzu. But yeah, obviously because the game directs you towards the cafe, people are not likely to come up here first when they do that. Trust me, there's still a lot of stuff that I never encountered in any of my numerous playthroughs before. I did intend to make a video of it, but like it's a lot of very small things that individually don't kind of come together to make a compelling enough piece of content. But there's just a lot. Like if you ever look through, like you Google the entire Final Fantasy X script, there's just lines in there and like NPC dialogue that happen at certain specific times of the story. If you backtrack and stuff, that like I guarantee almost no one in the chat would have ever seen before. Not every single one of them, at least. And so if you're curious about that stuff, I definitely recommend doing that type of thing.
Auron's not here.
Where do we reckon Seymour has hidden all of those fiends at this point? I guess it's kind of like you see how the Guado end up summoning fiends during that section of the game. So I guess they just get summoned by them.
Why not talk, Kimari? Not see Yenke for 10 years.
The start of a great arc.
Kimari forget Yenke? Forget Biran? Leave Kimari, Yenke. Kimari is small, Ranso. Kimari's so small, can't see Yenke and Biran's faces. Kimari forget Ranso friends? We taught you much at time of Hornmold. Biran taught Kimari to be strong, Ranso. Maybe taught too much.
Take him on.
He's such a little shit stirrer. Take him on. It's not even a let's take them on, it's just you take them on. I'll just stand and watch.
Outside, the tournament's starting, you hear?
Good job, Kimari, standing up for himself. Okay, back to the chat. I was watching Kimari see now.
To participate in this great
I looked into the can. Oh yeah, okay. Carithian's looked into the can. He's in the process of making his own mod. So he's one of these people that's like really dived into all of the blood and guts of Final Fantasy X and into all of the data, and he's able to find stuff that most of us mere mortals have never seen. I can confirm it never gets loaded by the game outside of that one debug room across all its scripts. So there we go. We have an answer. The can that we saw in the 14th anniversary video, it never appears in the final game.
May heaven be with you.
So there you go. I guess that cans that particular speculation. Francisco, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. The can got canned, indeed. It's unfortunate. It would have been great to kind of have it appear in some really obscure, like random little location, but alas. It's only in the debug room. Yeah, for anyone wondering what the can is, you need to watch the 14th anniversary stream that I did back in 2022. Basically, we found this weird like can model in the debug version, in the debug room of Final Fantasy X, and we were just wondering where the hell does this get used in the game, and we never end up finding it. But yeah, I think that's something, if it's possible, Carifian, you should like mod the can back into the game somehow. In your version of the mod.
Where in Spira have you been?
Huh?
Yuna's been kidnapped by the Al-Bed Sykes. In exchange for her safe return, they want the Aurochs to lose.
What?
If they're only Blitzball players, I doubt they'd do anything drastic.
See, what we needed to do was to kidnap Nimruk, and then basically just blackmail the Sykes into throwing the game if we give Nimruk back.
This'll be no problem.
That's what we needed to do.
They're telling the Aurochs to throw the game, as if they needed to. I mean, how good a team can they be?
Exactly. It's a very good point.
Waka said the same thing. He'll take care of the game. We should go get Yuna.
Definitely sus.
The Al-Bed boat is in Dock 4. Let's go.
The biggest suspension of disbelief in Final Fantasy X is that somehow the Besaid Aurochs score 3 goals against Nimruk without Titus' check shot. Yep. It's mathematically possible thanks to Waka. Like, Datto can't score. It's impossible for Datto to score against Nimruk, but Waka can. And so it is within the realms of possibility, but it's still completely ridiculous that they managed to beat the Sykes. Just no way. If you kidnap Nimruk, you don't need to blackmail them to losing anymore. True, but this is the Besaid Aurochs we're talking about. Have you seen Keepa's like catch stat and performance at level 1? It's absolutely atrocious. They could still lose that game. Okay, so now we have the Obliterator, like mini run to that. Let's see. I've got a little more gil at this stage.
Welcome.
Do I get this or not? What do you guys think? Should I get this and then like not fight, then not use the crane? Still feels like a little bit of a waste of money. Probably don't need it. Lulu can use the Force. Yeah, we're not that well equipped to beat Obliterator if we don't use the crane, but I'm going to skip it for now, and we'll see how we go. Because Gil's going to be a slight problem in this run, because we're not going to be like deliberately hanging around and farming Gil, specifically.
Whoa, what are they? Ancient machina salvaged by the Al-Bed. They are mostly vulnerable to lightning.
Okay. Now, it still cracks me up to see that flare. Gonna be very much, again, an attack-only kind of setup here. There's not... I don't think it's worth doing anything other than that. And, well, Lulu can't really do much at all. I don't think it's worth casting any regens. We probably don't need it. It's too early for that. Yeah, we're just going to attack only here. There's not much else to do. The only normal enemy in the game to drop X potions. Yeah, the whole X potion thing, that was one of those where when I learned that later on, like in my Final Fantasy X journey, it kind of blew my mind that you could basically farm X potions like this early in the game. And there's definitely challenge runs that can make use of that. I think you can get like SOS armors from these guys as well. So like for, for a lot of challenge runs, it's definitely worth hanging around, farming these guys. See you later, Giraffe Manlin. Thank you for hanging out and for the membership gifts. Definitely appreciate that. And there we go. X potion first time. That's what we like to see. Yeah, they do drop SOS nulls. So there you go. Honestly, I might have to use a couple of like normal potions. Can I? Yeah, they won't let you do that. But yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, it is a shame that no one in the randomizer, well, Kimari, Tidus, or Lulu didn't get steel from the get-go. Otherwise, we could have destroyed these guys. Thinking about getting the Auron's badge tattooed on me at some point. Nice. Does anyone have any Final Fantasy X related tattoos? Anyone in the chat? Ah, so Carithian again with that insider knowledge. These Machina don't die to being stolen from. It must be another of those things where it's you wouldn't have steel at this point in the game, so they just don't have that be mechanically possible. So that makes sense. So no, you can't break these encounters by just stealing. Chris Bell's got a couple, and so does Maester Erica. If people want to share it, if they feel comfortable sharing what type of like what do they have tattooed specifically, then I'd be interested to know. There's someone who has a Final Fantasy X tattoo myself. It's always fun to hear what other people have done. Alexa has a Final Fantasy X Bahamut tattoo. Nice. Cactar on my arm and Jack's symbol on my leg. Nice. Check tramp stamp? Question mark. And Erica has Yuna's original staff with the flowers around it. I've seen that one. It looks very cool. Okay, some defense. Always a good thing. What was this again? That bio? Oh, oh! Wow. If she gets one more sphere level, that'd be kind of nice. That would be kind of nice. Trust. Yeah, so this was where it got interesting because we were like, okay, Kimari has a very small grid, but this Osmos plus Demi combination could be very powerful, and so we could end up needing him. That's definitely interesting. But let's keep moving. So this is the last set. Just get through these guys. Actually, I should use... I'll save Tidus' Overdrive for a Blitzball. We'll try and do it without the crane. See how we do. I got the jet tattoo. I assume you mean Jekt. It's definitely one of the favorites. I mean, I assume you mean the Dansg08 symbol. It's definitely got to be the most famous. It's the one I have too. I want to get Tomberry doing doink on my appendix skull. Honestly, that would be a really funny, cool little idea. Are you going to grind for Thundara? No. As I say, my general approach is just to try and just play through, and just get whatever we get. I won't grind unless we hit a wall, which probably is unlikely, but you never know. We'll go from there. So far, at least, we're still doing fine. Nearly there. Kimari has Entrust now. He does.
The Al Bhed were expecting us.
So we do have like obviously a lot of different abilities as a result of the randomizer, but not that much stuff we can actually use in battle yet that would actually give us that much benefit. I think they're more useful for potentially like difficult battles, like boss battles, that kind of thing. But for now at least, we haven't really been able to unleash most of the things that we've learned yet. Lulu legit can't even use an overdrive, can she? It's a good question. Well, she's going to have Thundara soon, but right now, I don't know what would happen. And, well, yeah, true. Kimari can't even learn any overdrives. That's also correct. No Lancet for Kimari in this run. It would be funny if Waka could learn them all instead.
The Aurochs are keeping the score tied with some excellent
Hey, Livestream,
defense,
welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And here we go. Time for some ridiculousness.
Oh, he'll feel that one in the morning.
But the referee doesn't call the foul. Waka's taking a real beating out there.
Yeah, we have to beat Obliterator first, and then we see the win.
Still in there. He won't last. Waka's always like that.
Ouch.
Context.
Let's go.
Yeah, good point. Foul. There's fouls. There's no indication other than that line that there's any fouls called. You see how rough Blitzball is from even like the opening FMV, like the one that's played in Dreams Anakin. It looks so like it looks very physical, and so yeah, the idea that fouls get called, it's not much of a thing. Okay, I think we just head straight in. There's not too much to do here. I think we can get hit with darkness potentially, but I don't have any darkness protection. So we're just going to go for it. Water Strike doesn't help. We don't have Light Strike. Okay. Let's just see.
Let's go.
Yeah, the conveniently edited Lulu jump there. I think anything is fair game if Tyler's going to elbow someone clean out of the sphere in the opening AMV. Exactly, like that opening FMV is brutal, man. Like it's a really hard hitting sport. So we'll see if we can win without using the crane first.
Hey, we can use this crane.
Or we can just attack mindlessly and hope for the best. Let's do one of these. Yeah, it's not a lot of damage. And see, that's the problem. Now, what we can do, let's see if this guy is immune to gravity damage, because obviously this would do a lot. I don't think it is, because the crane does like proportional damage, so I would assume this works, but let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. Nice. We can use regen, I think, for this boss battle situation. Demi equals pocket crane. Yes, I think so. But this is gonna miss, so this isn't much of anything. But thankfully, Lulu has enough MP to give everybody at least one regen, so that's pretty nice. I should have used Demi there. I'm just so used to not having these abilities that I shouldn't like mindlessly attack too much. Use regen on the crane. But yeah, the regen already just puts things very strongly in my favor here. Let's use Demi again. Ah, that's a shame. See you later, Cars. Thanks for joining us anyway. Thanks for trying. The stream looks like it's running fine on my end, but unfortunately, I don't know, maybe the YouTube website or some people's internet is having problems, but Yeah, sorry to see you go. Yeah, I did slow it. I think I've still got the Untitled Project X thing where the sensor's always active. Honestly, I kind of like playing like that now. I don't know. That's just how I play nowadays. It's just good. Instead of trying to calculate yourself how much HP stuff has left, I just use it. I don't really care anymore. Let's keep going. Wow, even Lulu with the criticals there. But yeah, Demi, I can't do anymore, and we don't have Osmos yet. So, yeah. Probably still worth... I have so few ethers, maybe not worth it. Let's just keep going. It's slowed anyway, I think we'll be fine. As a viewer also, this mod is super nice. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think it's nice to have that visual representation. Being able to see all this stuff. I've played this game enough times. I've earned my stripes. But you can see, I mean, the regen is keeping up with the damage that we're receiving here, so no problems. But yeah, don't want to use ethers, so still made the hit, nice. Regen is so powerful at low HP. It yeah, definitely seems to be. So it's nice because everyone has like at least a little something that can contribute here. And it lasts for quite a few turns as well, this regen. That's nice. Yeah, I think the whole like permanent sensor thing, I think if it's your first time playing through, you shouldn't have it on. I think part of the enjoyment is not knowing how much HP bosses have and what they're weak to and all that kind of stuff. But I think if you've already played through the game, you have experience, it's just not, it definitely turns into more of a quality of life improvement than a cheat. I think it's more of a cheat when it's the first time you're playing. But to each their own, everyone can obviously play it how they want. I'm not going to gatekeep how you enjoy your Final Fantasy X, as long as you enjoy it. I'm shocked Demi works against any bosses. Yeah, I mean, in Final Fantasy they tend to make bosses well protected from gravity magic, because obviously it tends to be such an easy way to take big chunks, and it basically ignores defenses and all of that kind of thing. So, and well, honestly, in this game as well, I think once you're able to realistically use gravity magic, a lot of the bosses do become immune to it. So early on it might give us like some benefit, but I think it will fade away as we move forward. How many times have you played through the game? I have no clue. Tens is probably the answer, but also probably not as many times as some people think. People probably think I played the game from start to finish like 3 times a year, 4 times a year, and I played through like, I've been playing for 20 years, I've played through over 50 times. It's definitely not the case. I would say like 15 to 20 range, something like that. I probably average like once a year in terms of like a full playthrough, I think. So yeah, we do have these 2 overdrives for Kimari, but I'll save those obviously. I don't think I can overkill anyway, it's probably unlikely. Let's just finish it up. 5 HP. Let's have Lulu do it again. Ah, but she still has darkness. I want the Moogle to finish things off. Yeah, in terms of hours played, for that one I have absolutely no clue. Obvious answer is thousands, but is it 3,000? Is it 4,000, 5,000, 2,000? I have no clue. But yeah, the Moogle's just racking up the bodies here in this playthrough. Is Seed Cannon just straight up better than Jump? I think it has a higher damage constant. Someone like Caribbean in the chat can correct me on that, but I think it has a better damage constant. It can also go critical, from what I remember. Oh, we actually got a Thunder Sphere. Nearly brought one, that was pretty funny. Nice. Moogle overkill.
I hope you
Yeah,
hurt
that
them.
would have been nice.
A little.
Try to get Lulu to finish every boss with a Moogle. Yeah, we'll see. We're on a bit of a streak right now.
What is it?
There were these all bed that saved my life when I first
Okay,
came
it's
to
not that
Spira.
much of a difference. Seed cannon is
They took me on their
33
ship. They even
power
gave
to
me
jump's
food.
32.
I was kind of hoping that this was the same ship.
Can jump go critical as
But
well?
it's not. I wonder if they're all gone.
What happened?
Sin came up near us. I made it out okay, but I don't know what happened to their ship.
Was there anyone called Sid on that ship?
Let's see those Sid emojis from the members.
I don't know.
It's going to be a while
They're all
before we get to see him in the
speaking
playthrough,
that
but
Al-Bed language.
I expect a lot of Sid emojis once he appears in the game.
So who's Sid?
He's my uncle, but I've never actually met
the
him.
way Titus asks, like, so who's Sid? It's almost, there's like a hint of like, is this some guy
Wait,
like that I should be worried
so that
about?
means you're Al-Bed too, Yuna?
There you go.
On my
There's the Sid
mother's side,
emojis.
Yes. Sid is my mother's brother. He became distant after my
It's
mother
still one of my
married.
favorite emojis of recent times. I love that
But she
emoji.
told me to seek him out if I ever needed help.
You're worried he was...
Don't tell Waka.
Archie, that's
about
close
Yuna's
enough.
lineage. The thing about Waka, he never had much love for the Al-Bed.
He's just so bald. He flaunts it, man. He's got the
Whoa.
tattoo on his head as well.
I gotta tell Waka.
I thought I told you not to tell Waka.
Titus here.
The game!
I'm gonna
Oh.
tell Waka. The only time in the game I think you see this particular whatever it is that she does, like the teleport. Alexa with the 5 membership gifts, thank you. That means 5 more of you can use the Sid emoji now. Thank you, Alexa.
Seconds left. The Aurochs are launching an all-out offensive.
Alright, here we go. But just remember, guys, it's not Nimruk that's in goal. That's why this is possible. I've literally, like, frozen the frame and had a look. That goalkeeper is not Nimruk. That's why. Look, like, it only appears momentarily, but just look. It's definitely not Nimruk. See? I don't know who this imposter is, but I guess, like, Nimruk had, like, a stomach bug or something and wasn't able to play this game. And that's why the Besaid Aurochs are able to win. So for anyone wondering, it's not Nimruk.
We won!
We did it! We're in the finals!
Because that bugged me for a long time, the fact that they managed to win, but it's not Nimruk, so that helps.
If it was Chapu, he'd still be standing.
Hey, aren't you being just a little unfair?
Go on, Titus.
Excuse me?
I know I could never take Chapu's place.
Like, this line was
You're the one
unnecessary.
who told Waka that,
He was
right?
doing well up until here, he just needs to shut up.
And I don't think Waka would ever try to take Chapu's...
You don't want to finish that sentence.
But he gave us that Lulu response, so fair play to him. Flatters, welcome to the stream, good to see you. He was murdered after he lost to the Aurochs, yeah. He's another blitzer we never see again, basically. Yeah, the Al-Bed dealt with him swiftly after that embarrassing loss. Okay, let's go back. So now it's time for the Blitzball game, right? Shit. Okay.
Sure you all right, Captain?
The game starts in a few minutes. You sure you okay?
We're playing the Gores, too.
Yep, the big game is coming up. I wasn't even sure if we'd get to it in this session,
Miss me?
but here we are. I need all the RNG here. Wish me luck.
Lady Yuna!
Are you okay?
Hey, I heard the song in the
this
Dansg08
because
video.
of
Yes,
me.
indeed. The Dansg08 Hangout / one-off video
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
theme. After it decided to become a thing, I decided to basically never change it.
Kidnap you.
Hey, let it go, alright?
Are you going to just hang out in the goal? No, we don't. We never do that.
Anymore, okay?
We don't play that.
They're trouble.
I've only done it to demonstrate to you guys how it works. You've never seen me, I think, win a Blitzball game by doing that. I'm pretty sure. If you have, then let me know. But I feel like I've never done it. Okay. I think we just... let's just go. Okay.
The game starts soon.
If only Keepa had at least 6 catch.
warm-ups.
Yeah, like even a +1 would have made a legit difference.
Let me at him.
All right. I got something to tell you boys. After this game, I'm retiring.
No, he's not. Don't worry. Message from the future. He'll come back. It's all good. Don't have to be
Win or
sad.
lose, I'm quitting Blitzball.
His mind wanders. He thinks about the game, and then he comes
know,
back. It's fine.
Since we're here, we might as well win.
Mind a bench.
But yeah, does it run well on the Switch? I've heard it runs well on the Switch. I've never specifically played it on there, but my girlfriend did a run on the Switch a few years back, and I remember her saying it's good. Anyone I've spoken to who's played it on the Switch, they haven't complained about any issues. It's just such a lightweight game to run that even for something like the Switch, it should be fine. That's why I'm saying I'm surprised it isn't on mobile, to be honest, at this stage. It feels like most, you know,
I saw you floating there
mid to upper range mobile phones should be able to run Final Fantasy X at this point.
Hey, you weren't supposed to see that.
Yeah, more people in the chat saying that it runs fine on Switch, so yeah. Very strategic, Walker.
You really gave it your all, didn't you?
I have Final Fantasy X working on my Chromebook. Wow, okay. That's one I wasn't sure about. I've never tried running it on my Chromebook. I have one too. But,
For Captain Walker.
Chromebook's interesting. How do you get it working on a Chromebook? Maybe there's some emulation app or something for Chrome. I've never tried one. That's interesting.
This is it, folks. In just a few minutes, the championship game.
Sadly, Final Fantasy X HD doesn't run on Mac OS though. But is there no emulation software that can run the PS2 version? If you use a Mac, for example, surely it's got the power. And there must be some kind of port of the emulation for Mac as well.
This looks like history in the making, Bob.
I love how they say history in the making and Auron appears on screen. Historic. You can emulate the PS2 version. Yes, there you go. Okay, that's cool. I tried to explain to my wife that Final Fantasy X is more important, but she insists exchanging gifts to the family, so I have to go. Good luck in the finals. Thank you, Kane. Have fun with your family and hopefully get some nice gifts. Vita is better than a Mac, confirmed, because Vita can play Final Fantasy X. Yeah. Hard to argue that one. I wish there was some form of commentary in the normal games too. That's a really good point. That would have been really nice, actually. Even if it's not a large set of, I think it could start getting very annoying unless they manage to find a lot of lines. Like they'd have to not be lazy with it. Because can you imagine like playing the kind of league games you need and all that kind of stuff, and you have the same like 10 lines of commentary over and over again? It would be super annoying. But if done well with some effort, I think it would have been a really cool addition. It would have made Blitzball more fun and immersive. Exactly, a long pass from Letty. It goes through. Okay, here we go. That's a good start. That's a good start. Now I have to switch to manual. Okay. See what we can do. Thankfully, Jisoo can pass, which helps a lot. Thankfully, this guy can't take the ball from me. Let's just get him out of the way. This is a living, breathing statistical impossibility for him to take the ball from Jisoo, so we're not worried about that. Draw the defender out, same old tricks that we're used to. Now, can we get close to the goal without Grab breaking? Let's see. I'm just going to go straight for it, try and score as quickly as possible. He might drop. No, I don't think he's going to drop any shooting, actually. I think he's close enough to the goal. I think he'll stay at 10 here. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Bad RNG. That should have been a goal. Water. Come on, Datto. Yeah, we might already go behind here. But yeah, it did drop as soon as I fired it. That's a shame. I was so close to the goal, like it shouldn't have dropped. I felt like the fact that it dropped was just like bullshit. But yeah, Botta's going to have to be clutch here. Here we go. Let's see. This has got to be a save here, unless he fails to block. Okay. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, even Keepa's not letting that one in. That's a bad pass. That's a bad pass. I'm going to lose the ball. Yeah. I think the odds of me breaking both here seem pretty low. I'm wondering if I should deliberately give the ball up to Valgerda instead of Abyss, who could just dribble through. I think passing is probably the best option. I deliberately give the ball away instead of trying to break through and be aggressive. Okay, let's just try passing. Maybe we'll get super duper lucky and they both miss the block. But yeah. Basically, I was pretty sure I'd give the ball up either way there, so I wanted Valgerda to have it. Whoa, what the hell happened there? He's still in it. So random. But yeah, this is going to be a goal, I think. Oh, bad decision. Bad decision here, but what can we do now? We're going to have one more chance here in this half. So let's make the best of it. Come on, man. Get this guy out of the way. I don't want a double break. Now I'm going to try and free up Titus. I really need to get in close this time. But Grav is there. I think basically I can't get close enough to the goal without Grav getting in the way. So I have to take a challenge from Grav. And if he doesn't get the ball, then I score. Potentially. Okay. Let's see. Ah! No! No! Yeah, Grav alone is a problem because he can do that. So I've given it my best so far, but just not happening. I think he might score this time. Well done, Keepa. I think that wraps up this half. I think we're done here. Let's just toss a couple of passes. Toxic behavior from Grav once again. Yeah, he's really tough to deal with. He's a very well balanced player, and he can do a bit of everything. What do you get if the game ties? You go into overtime, no? Pretty sure you go into overtime. Yeah. See you later, Tan. Take care. Thanks for joining us.
The Goers are just playing great, Baba. Really great.
Really? They're lucky to not be behind. They could have been 2-0 behind. Okay, Keepa getting a level up is nice. That's going to be useful for the second half. Basically, we need to get the ball on the blitz off, and then we should pretty much definitely win. We'll see.
Zone defense, boys. Stop those goers.
What about me?
Get the ball and just shoot like crazy.
Goers are going down. Yeah.
Shoot like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But if we lose the blitz off, then it's going to be a problem. Then we might not even get the ball back properly within 3 minutes. So, we'll see. Shoot like crazy, Keepa sinus. I mean, if Keepa was level 99, he should shoot like crazy. He can just score from end to end. Okay, we got the blitz off again. Excellent. Okay, now I think we have a legitimate chance here. Basically, exactly the same thing I did at the start. Now, this time I won't have to worry about Grav, which is the main thing. So we really need a goal this time. I have both Abbas and Vixen on the chase. Have to be careful here. Yep. That was a bit of a delicate operation to make sure they didn't both try to block me here. Some weird defensive strategy here, though. Look at Abbas. He went over to mark Tidus. That's pretty impressive. Hopefully it's not going to matter. But I have to be a bit careful here. Like, this move by Abbas was pretty clutch. Instead of going back towards like the middle, he went back, and now it's him and Grav right next to Tidus. So there's a chance we could have all three of them. And then that would be a problem for Jekshot, obviously. So this might not actually work. Let's see. Yeah, I have to stop there, otherwise I'd have to deal with the third defender. So yeah, here goes. No break. Shoot. Jekshot. I just timed it perfectly. Like, look at the pink arrow that didn't get to join this break. Whew. Come on. There you go. Okay. Let's go. Whew. The crowd is cheering for the Aurochs. Isn't that exciting? Let's see some cheer in the chat. Let's get some emojis. Let's get some hype. We worked hard for that goal. Okay, let's see if we can hold on here. Grav is just so dangerous, but it's two of us now, and Jesu did level up. Why do they keep getting these no breaks? I don't understand. They're clearly onto him. Like, they're right next to him. This right here is just a total bullshit. The two of them were right there. Why it says no break, I don't understand. Ridiculous. Yeah, we're in trouble now. This is going to go in. Yeah, this RNG has just been really brutal. They're choosing not to break for independence, true. Oh wow, what a catch. Keepa has been clutch. When was the last time we saw a clutch Keepa performance? Basically never happens. Holy shit. Keepa. Give Keepa his flowers. He deserves it. Wow. That happens so rarely. Yeah, I definitely don't get to complain about RNG anymore. That was clutch. Well done, Keeps. I never demand too much from Keepa. So like when he does stuff like that, it just blows my mind. That was really good. Keepa gets the game ball. I think he does. He deserves it for that. Wow. That cancelled out everything that came before it. But it's funny, I literally said at half-time, I was like, oh, that 6 could come in handy. And Carifian mentioned before the game, if Keepa was only a 6 instead of a 5, it could make a difference. And no way was he saving that if he was a 5. I don't think the RNG would have worked in his favour to save that. Whew. Been an exciting game.
Everyone seems to be calling for Waka, folks.
When does a special Tidus reaction when he scores end? Yeah, I don't remember how far a lead you need for that. Yes, Waka emojis incoming. So many Besaid Aurochs fans all of a sudden. Yeah, I mean, hey, after that win against the Al Bhed Sykes, I'm sure they turned a lot of neutrals. Like a lot of teams, a lot of fans whose team is already no longer in the tournament, they've become like the underdog, like the fun underdog at least, not like the silly underdog, but the one that people would actually want to see win. Because I'm sure all the other teams hate the Luca goers too.
To be honest, I did kind of feel left out.
Kind of fix, welcome to the stream.
Really
We've been having a good one. Things have been going well.
And show after all.
Especially this game has definitely been going well. It started off rocky, and I was a little bit worried about the RNG situation, but Keepa definitely put that to rest. And well, we won both of the blitz-offs, so against the goers, if you have experience and you win both the blitz-offs, you should have a decent chance of winning. So let's try and make sure those goers stay gone. How long will you stream? There's about 40 minutes or so left before I start to wrap things up. It will probably be on Mihen. Probably just starting off Mihen, and then I'll wrap it up there. And then next session will be Chocobo Eater and beyond. Now, can you win this Blitz-off too? Let's find out. Okay, you don't. Not sure if you can get the RNG to win all three. You probably can. I'm sure you can win all three of the Blitz-offs in this game. Let's see. There's a chance. There's a small chance. Oh my god. Atrocious. I started a randomizer as well after watching the first video. Just finished Unalesca. Okay, someone's been going fast, but yeah, glad you're enjoying it. It's definitely a fun way to play. So 13 from the halfway line, down to 6. That's not going in. Keepa's way too good for that. I mean, he's caught everything as well. It's not even been like it deflects off him or something. Like, he's been doing a stellar job. Now, here, I'm going to pass to him because he can keep the ball. I'm assuming a 3 will reach him. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, we got it. I think this game is in the bag. Yeah, Keepa caught 4 shots this game. Tell me the last time you saw that happening against the Luca goers. He actually caught 4 shots. Let's see if Waka can get a goal as well. That'd be nice. There's not enough time left for the goers to score after this, so I'm going to try to really make sure Grav can have an attempt. He got the ball last time. I'm hoping I keep it this time. Yep. Come on. This has got to be a goal. There it is. Now that's a good game right there. Waka got his goal, Titus got his goal, but Keepa is still the MVP of this game with 4 saves. Definitely. We made the goers goners first time round. See you later, Grav. Go play with boys instead. You guys aren't enough to beat the goers. Sorry, the Aurochs. Look at that. Keepa leveled up twice. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Keepa leveling up twice in the final game. What? I don't think that ever happens. That's ridiculous. Sheesh. That's great. Okay, Strength Sphere as well.
Unbelievable! The Aurochs win, folks! This is one for the record.
Always so hyped to beat these guys. And Wordsmith caught it as well. That's what I like to see. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Don't even need a save before the game. We won it anyway. But yeah, I don't think I've ever won against the goers like that before, where Keepa was like the undoubted star of the game. That's insane. You did it, man. Yeah, people are already curious to see what Auron's grid's going to be. I did show, I'm pretty sure I showed it at the start, or like some of it. But we'll take a proper look pretty soon. Let's try and deal with these guys first. Should be pretty simple. Have you found Ultima yet? I don't think we have actually. We'll have another look. I think once I get Riku, if we haven't found it yet, I'll literally just go through every single node until we find it. Nothing like a good underdog story. Yeah, especially Keepa. Like, Keepa's like the underdog of underdogs. His catching ability is so poor. Like, for example, someone like Letty's a decent player. Jisu and Botta's tackling stats are pretty good, but Keepa is just so far below his peers that he's just like the laughing stock of the goalkeeping world in Spiro. And so for him especially to come up clutch and to make 4 saves in one game is just ridiculous. I never saw Keepa this good, yeah. I don't know, maybe him and one of the Luca Goers girls had a bit of pre-game motivation, I don't know. Like, something was different, like Keepa was acting different today. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the shooters of the team are pretty good. I mean, Waka's just, he literally just has good stats, and he has a Venom shot to start. Dato's definitely underpowered as a shooter. His 8 shot is low, for sure. Yeah, Keepa getting all the ladies after that performance. His DMs will be full after a night like that. Yeah, Dato definitely has high endurance, but when it comes to actually scoring goals, he's definitely disadvantaged against a lot of the attacking players. But not terribly, not as much as Keepa is as a goalkeeper. What do you guys think Spear Pool water tastes like? I mean, it's so refreshing. Yeah, everyone just gulping up the water as they play. Yeah, a lot of crits happening in this run as well. 22 power spheres. I'll take that.
What's happening?
This is what's happening. History in the making. Steez, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I always wondered, is it only the luck? Is luck the only stat for crits? It's the only like main stat, but I think it can be influenced by weapon type potentially, unless they all have the same. I think they have like a +3%. No, I think that's the damage you do if you do crit. I think the chance of critting is pretty much always, it is always just to do with luck. But here he is, my friends. Auron has entered the fray. Now he's got a black magic to start. What? Oh my god. That's so cool. That is so Auron. That is so Auron. Oh my god. Yes. I mean, if that isn't Auron, I don't know what is. Are we sure this is a randomizer? This wasn't some person like pretending it's a randomizer and putting together like abilities that kind of make sense? What a legend. Okay, let's see it in action. Let's see if it's one of these where Auron obviously shouldn't have death here, but I'm sure it should work. Let's cast it. Come on, please work. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. So if anyone wonders like, what's the point of randomizers? It's just silly, blah blah. Moments like this are what make it worth it.
So, you do know him?
They said it. They said history in the making. Dude made history with that death spell. Oh man. Yeah, I guarantee you wouldn't have seen a playthrough where Auron uses death in that battle ever before. It's a shame. Like I kind of want to give him an ether and just have him use death again, but we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Oh man, that's funny. I think it's been slowed already. Yeah. Best Guardian there ever was. Yeah, I mean it's hard to doubt that now. Especially in this playthrough, he's the best Guardian there ever was. God damn. We've got to see how much MP and stuff he's going to be getting. And he comes in with the critical. He's just... I think we just turned this into an Auron solo run at this stage. He doesn't need anyone else. Just, he's on fire. Blue Crimson, thank you for the donation. Death Knight Auron fits an unsent so well. Exactly. But yeah, honestly, I was thinking about another death spell, but he just... What we're going to do is, when Tidus faces the Raudo on Mihen, Auron's going to come in and say, let me handle that, and then use a death spell instead of using like his normal piercing weapon for it. That's what we need. Can you imagine Tidus' reaction to that? So yeah, this session has been the Keepa and Auron show. Okay, enjoy the scenes, my friends. I'm going to go get a little bit more water, actually. My water ran out, so I'll be back in a minute or two.